Hi, I'm Colleen Bayes with Kids.gov, and we are here on a scorcher of a day at the Smithsonian Folklife Festival. This is Christina, the program coordinator. Could you tell us a little bit about what this year's theme is and what you guys are doing?
Well, this theme is Mexico. We're doing the country of Mexico, and we're trying to look at the deeper Mexico, what people wouldn't normally see at the beach resorts or even at what they hear on the news, maybe some of the violence. So we're trying to show a lot of the indigenous groups and communities from all around Mexico that you wouldn't normally see. It's really quite a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
So many activities going on. I've seen dancers, and there's food, and there's crafts. Can you just tell us some of the cooler and more fun things that kids would enjoy over here?
Well, right now I don't know if you can hear, but there's a rock band playing, and rock music always a lot of fun to dance to. And we have a community from the Sonora Desert that they got permission from their council of elders to do some rock music or the traditional songs because people were starting to forget the songs. So I think kids would really like dancing to that. The other thing we have is, because corn is such a big part of Mexico and a part of the culture, they use corn in so many different ways. They eat it in so many different ways. And tortillas are made in different ways all over Mexico. It's not just one way. So we have some tortilla making workshops.
What kind of aspects of the Mexican culture do you think kids would be surprised about or maybe not know, or what are some interesting tidbits you might have for them?
Well, one of the really cool things we have is we have some urban farmers, people who farm in cities, and they found a different kind of agriculture that they do. It's raised field that they have in Mexico City. I think it would be really fun for them to see how farmers can, it's still in the cities, grow their own food.
That is kind of neat. Is there a difference between perhaps the rural areas and the city areas and the kind of culture those people experience, and how can they keep the traditions that they've in different parts of the country?
Yeah, there's definitely a big difference between the urban and the rural communities. But here we have a nice mix of both of them. And you can see like a lot of the connections more and more. If anyone comes out to the festival, they should definitely ask the people where they're from, and if it's a rural community or if it's an urban community, and how that affects the way they think about their lives from day to day.
And what do you think are some ways that kids today can keep the culture alive and these traditions that they've experienced? That you said a lot of them are kind of fading away. What can they do now to keep them preserved?
Well, the SETI's a good example, bringing the old traditions into a new idiom so that they can become excited about them, since they are surrounded by all this modernity, that if they can see that modernity in relationship to the indigenous languages. I think the other things that they can do is, come to a festival like this or be part of a festival like this. Just the fact that you're invited to do this, it shows people that it's important, that their tradition is important, that we care, that the people in the United States care about the traditions, and I think that shows the younger people in the cultures that, this is meaningful, this is worth holding on to.
And for kids who can't make it down to the festival, do you have a website where there's pictures and they can kind of experience it virtually?
Yeah, we have a website. It's www.festival.si.edu. We have all the programs here featured, and the programs in Mexico, we have a listing of all the groups that are here. And as the festival goes along, we're going to have more and more videos posted about individual groups, about the music, about particular culture, particular community, so they should check it out, because they'll be able to, it'll be like they're here at the festival. They can watch it on their computers at home.
Well, great. Thank you so much. I hope it cools down a little for you over the next couple days.
Thank you. I hope so too.
For more information on the Smithsonian Folklife Festival, or to check out hundreds of free and safe websites for kids, go to Kids.gov.